So we're live now. So I'm gonna do some finger bangs. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, Daddy. Three, two, one, go. Hey, everybody! Welcome back for another delicious episode of the PB&J podcast. I am joined here by my two very, very moist compatriots. We got Patrick and Jordan on the mic. Go ahead and say hello to the people.
What the fuck is up? Whoop whoop and whatnot.
So how we all doing? I'm gonna turn my mic up a little bit just because I can.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll turn my mic up a little bit just because I can.
Go.
Let's fucking go low, bro.
I don't agree with you turning your stuff up. You're too loud naturally.
Turning it down.
Yeah. Anyways,
so
how we guys doing? How we all doing?
I mean, great, man. Excited to be back in the swing. I mean, you know, we had that gap where we didn't have a show come out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, because of fucking babies.
Yeah,
like what the
babies and shit.
And God, whose fault was that?
Dude, it was. I was genuinely excited today when we eventually decided it was today because you know we plan and stuff.
Because we decide what day of the week it is. You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah, you're fucking.
We
welcome.
decided today was fucking Wednesday. Hashtag you're welcome.
Yeah. Hashtag. Yeah. So, but anyway, it's great to be here, and honestly, we just wanted to thank you first and foremost, right? We've been seeing, you know, consistency from you guys listening, which both creeps me out and makes me super happy, like all at the same time. So thank you. You know,
makes me a very happy boy.
It does. It does.
Yeah. So all five of you times however many there actually are. Thank you.
Yeah. And I mean, and
we do appreciate it.
And we're just five because that's all there is to it. I'm sorry, but
needs to be.
It's although I will say, hold on, before I bring something up that I want to talk about, I think you guys will think it's kind of funny. Is what happens eventually when we have to explain to an advertiser? No, it's not actually 5 listeners. It just is.
They're just the 5. Like think Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, the Fab 5.
Yeah. But there you go. Look at that.
But they're the 5.
Yeah, they're the 5.
Yeah.
You know how many that is.
However many there are.
So anyway,
get out of our office. We didn't even invite you in here. Why are you explaining this?
They're gonna be begging to advertise with us anyway. So.
Yeah.
I mean, be begging.
Hopefully, please.
I want Smuckers to be like, look, we want to expand into the adult market.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on.
And you guys say fuck a lot.
Yeah.
So can you shill some Uncrustables? And I'll be like, fuck yeah, I can shill Uncrustables. They're delicious. And our advertisement would go something like this. Hey, all you stoners. Do you want to make a sandwich and eat it, but skip the making it part?
And also, do you not like crust? Because crust?
Uncrustables in your local supermarket. Hell, you could probably get it at the Quickly Mart down the street because we know that's all you got time for.
Yeah, because you're high, and you know what? Go buy them so we get paid.
Also, you get full. Yeah. Bam! Smuckers.
Yeah, right? If you're fucking
Did you not hear the quality of that advertisement?
That was so not on the fly.
If you're listening, just know that we are your salvation.
Yeah, we're the opening up into the adult market that you never knew you needed until now.
Yeah, dude. Though it could
have saved Toys R Us.
Look, I'm a millennial.
First of all,
don't you want the millennials to reach out to other millennials? Because all you fucking companies are so goddamn scared of the word millennial.
And I'm bald, so there's that.
I'm balding, so you got like 1.5 bald,
right? And then there's whatever Jordan is.
Well, he's the long-haired, I'm gonna live young forever demographic.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, you'll learn soon.
Young old man. Yeah.
So anyway, so today, guys, I had a semi-awkward thing happen. Went to get some. Oh, we got some hermit crabs. Got rid of the lizards. Got hermit crabs.
Nice. Okay, all right, hold on. What? How'd you get rid of the lizards without her freaking out?
No. She didn't want them anymore and wanted hermit crabs. And since they're lizards that came from outside,
I just threw him back outside.
I just released them, yeah. And one of them bit my fucking ass as I was letting him go. I'm like, you piece of shit. I've been feeding you, essentially hand feeding you high quality food, not this garbage you're going to get out here.
He's just like, bruh.
Never bite the hand that feeds. Did you squash him?
No.
I would have.
Jesus, Jordan. No.
He was, though. I'm happy to say.
Against his will.
Yeah, right. I'm happy to say I did. I'm happy to say he was healthy though and whatnot, which was cool. So at least we didn't kill him. So we got hermit crabs. They're pretty neat. Changed up the enclosure. Maybe I'll post a picture of the enclosure later because it's pretty neat.
Nice.
And so we get home and my lawn guy's here. The awkward part about that is the guy I just fired.
Yeah,
cutting the people across the street's grass. You know, so their trucks are fucking parked next to each other. So when I pulled down the street,
I thought what we had was special,
dude. I honestly I looked over at him and he kind of looked at me and I was like, oh, this is kind of I
just imagine him being like, oh, you told me you didn't want me anymore because you couldn't afford me, huh? You can afford this piece of shit? Huh? Is that what this is?
Here's something that's funny, right? So the lawn guy last week, and I didn't say anything about him I was going to see how he did this week, but he did kind of a shitty job like edging and stuff, you know? And I was a little disappointed because the other guy used to take a lot of care with the lines and stuff and weed eating around the trees and like that kind of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I pulled up today, I did notice all of that stuff was very clean. And
yeah, because he had competition in the neighborhood.
So here's what's funny. So he stops. He's like, hey, man, how you doing? Yada, yada. He's like, your pool looks great because he also does my pool, which is kind of why we switched. Nice. Yeah, he does both.
Okay, that's nice.
And he's like, you swimming in it? I was like, yeah. I said, well, probably swim later, yada, yada, right? I said that, I was like, this is kind of awkward. I was like, that's my old lawn guy. And he's like,
that's my ex.
He's like, okay, yeah, it's my ex, right? Yeah. And he's like, I kind of figured. And then I realized something.
They talked.
I think so. Yeah.
I think that guy talked shit about you.
I do think he did. But what the funny part is that on what? You know what I mean? Like,
he wouldn't pay me when I overcharged him. So
so there is that. So the guy misses a week the month before, right?
Right.
We paid him the whole month. Missed a week the next month. That's when we kind of just started looking for somebody new.
Right.
You know? So, but Shayna paid him at all anyway. Into the next month, he only cut my grass once, right? So I told him, I was like, man, bill me for the cut. I'll pay you.
Yeah.
I get the fucking invoice. The fucking invoice is $80. I was like, no.
Nope.
So not only did I not pay him $80, I didn't pay him anything. I didn't even question it. I didn't message him. I didn't text him. I didn't do fucking shit. You charged me. You overcharged me. You purposely did that. You can fuck off.
That's a spite move. That's a fuck you. You pay me move.
Well, and I wasn't even a jerk to him. And he was like, can I ask you, any reason why, I told him, man, I just got this guy. I get a discount on my pool for having him do my lawn too. Right. Which is actually true.
Yeah.
However, the reason we were even looking for someone in the first place
is because you missed weeks.
Yeah. He missed his weeks. This time of year, your fucking grass grows all big. Then you look like a fucking piece of shit redneck. You
look like
I do that. Yeah, I do that on my own already. So same. Well, actually, I thought you said you had your grass under control.
Yeah, it's under control again.
Is it?
Yeah.
Look at the smile. Look at the smile.
The again part is you see. Here's the thing. When winter came, I only needed my grass cut once because it didn't grow at all throughout all of winter. It was glorious.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking glorious. I agree.
I fucking call up the people who I hired, who I loved them. They were great. They did a really good job cutting my lawn. It was only $25 a cut, no matter what was going on with their lawn. They were like, we'll even trim your trees under for that price. I'm like, Jesus, I love you guys. But that terrible sense of how much they should be charging for their time and effort really didn't take them through the winter months when no one was cutting. They're out of business now. So I spent forever looking for a new, because I went online. I had to get a phone book or not a phone book, or like a phone book.
I had to get this weird paper thing.
Yeah, I had to get a fucking phone book because when I went online, every single lawn care provider in the area either didn't service my particular area, or they were specific types of lawn care. Oh, we only do fertilization and sodding. We don't.
Dude, that's a thing. I don't understand that either.
I'm just like, why are you called a lawn care service if you're not caring for my lawn?
No, they do. They care for the lawn.
They care so much.
No.
That they feed it.
They feed it. They do. That's what they do. They do the bug stuff. They do the fertilizer. That's what they do.
Shit.
It's for rich people, man.
You cut the shit. But no. 6 different companies were like, oh, we don't cut. And I was like, do you guys know anyone who does? And they're like, no. I'm like,
which is fucking bullshit. You know that, right?
And I asked my neighbors. I talked to my neighbors. I was like, who do you guys get to cut your lawn? And they're all dicks. They all lied to me. They're like, oh no, I cut it myself, or oh, we don't have a person. Fucking after I finally find some people, they come out and they cut my grass. The next day, fucking across the street, their grass is getting cut by someone else. I'm like, you fucking liars.
No, what probably happened is they seen you have a guy and they're like, well, if that fucking schmuck can get a guy, I'm getting one too.
I know for a fact because I've seen the lawn care people floating around in the neighborhood that they had lawn people. They just didn't want to give it to me for whatever reason. It's probably because I don't go out and say hi to them because I don't leave my house.
My last guy, we just got by asking a guy we seen cutting the lawn. This guy we did get from a Google search, but honestly, it was looking for a pool service.
Yeah,
so,
and he just happened to do that.
Yeah.
I finally find some people. They have 1 star. For their Better Business Bureau stuff, and I'm like, if they'll cut the grass, fuck it. I don't care about the quality of the cut, and they actually did a decent job, so it doesn't bother me that much. But I'm excited because come August, my best friend, one of her students, is starting their own lawn company, so I'm going to talk to them about possibly us plugging him on the show if he comes out to cut my grass, and depending on how well he does, I'll recommend him to everybody who listens. If they're in the general area, I don't know how much this is going to help them, but
I mean, but we have a decent base now, but I think a lot of them are kind of far from us, Bryce.
Well, yeah, no, but if anything, we still have, for everyone who's listening who don't know, we have this thing where you can get a free plug from us right now because we want to help our community. You just hit us up, let us know, send us a message on Facebook or through our email. Any of those, and you can get all that when we plug that shit at the end of the show. But you let us know, and we'll say whatever you want to tackily ask someone. Hey, will you marry me? Let us do it for you. You scared? Let us ask her.
Yeah, we'll get
it done. Like,
it'll probably be okay.
Guaranteed.
Or hey, you want to ask him, and you're just like, oh, I don't want to do it because it feels like it demasculate him. I am all about fighting the gender norms, and we'll ask for you.
We'll even do it in a girl voice.
I could do it in a girl voice.
Yeah,
I have a decent girl voice.
We'll get you a fucking yes.
Yeah, we'll get that yes on the dotted line.
Yeah, for sure.
Take that to the courthouse. So yeah, I'm gonna see if
take that to the bank.
But he's gonna give a discount because he knows us and we're gonna be one of his first customers. So I'm just like, fuck yeah, I get to get rid of the shit people.
Are they shit though?
They're sketchy as shit. So I scheduled them out, right? I scheduled them to come a week in advance. I was just like, hey, I need the lawn cut, and they're like, we can get you in next Friday.
That's crazy. Hold on, this guy comes that does my thing, and maybe and I can maybe see a difference. Like this guy came, looked at my pool, looked at my lawn, and he was like, he's like, I'll service the pool right now, and then you just got a cut, so I'm not going to do that right now. Like, if I needed it, he was going to do it just then.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, he's, I think, like maybe a 3 or 4 man thing.
Yeah, and these guys fucking, like, yeah, well, we can't see you till next Friday. Then I text them, because I have this whole thing where I have some passive-aggressive bullshit within me, to where I don't let it show that it's passive aggressive.
I mean,
until no, for stuff like this, I don't until they fuck up, right? So I just set up the traps when I message them. I'll be like, hey, just checking in. This was my, hey, I want to see if you remember that you're coming out on Friday, you know, whatever. So on Thursday, I'm like, hey, just checking to see when I can expect you tomorrow so I can have everything ready. I have the cash on hand and whatever.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, well, to their credit, they did call instead of text back. And they called and they're like, hey, we're actually running behind. We can be there on Saturday. I'm like, fucking what? So I'm insanely mad because I scheduled a week in advance, and then you're going to tell me the day before, hey, actually, we're behind. We can't. So I had to wait an extra day past the week in advance, and they were late to the time that they were going to be there. They said that they were going to be there in the morning, and I was just like, okay, cool. I'll go grab, you know, I'll run out and, you know, grab a quick bite, and I'll be right back. They didn't show up till like 3 o'clock. I'm like, this isn't the morning.
Wow.
This is approximately 3 hours and a minute past what would be considered morning. 11:59. Yeah. I would have given you the credit of, hey, at least they said AM. They technically are here, so fuck it. But no, they showed up 3 p.m. and they didn't say anything about it. I'm like, so
that would honestly piss me off.
Yeah, and all the reviews talk about the missing days on their cuts and stuff. So I'm just like, I don't want to have to deal with that stress.
See, and what's funny is, and lawn guys, right? Maybe they just don't realize, or maybe the guys that are dumb don't realize that if you're not coming on the same day every week, like this is your scheduled day to come. If you don't do that, me as the consumer, I see that as, you know, you're just not giving no fucks. And and
it could be you're disorganized, or you mean well, but you just don't know how to set a schedule for yourself. But to us, it seems directly like, oh, you just don't give a shit. You're just like, they already paid me in advance, so fuck them. No, wait until I'm ready to cut my blades against their lawn.
Dude, but I don't feel bad for those guys, because like, just give you like a rough estimate example is, you know, these guys that are cutting lawns, you know, they want to get you on a monthly thing, right?
And, every month.
And the good ones,
subscription situation.
Exactly. And the good ones, they don't want money every week. They want it at the end of the month is what they want, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, like my guy, I pay him $80, right? A month.
Yeah, and that's lawn and pool, so that's good.
Well, no. $80 is just a lawn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's still that, because you do 4 cuts, right?
Yeah.
So that's $20 a cut. That's really good.
Which is really good. Now, if everyone does 20 or 25 a cut, I mean, this guy was telling me he does 5 or 6 lawns a day.
Yeah.
You know,
you make bank, and even granted, you usually will have like a crew and you're paying all of them, but you're still making insane amounts of money.
Well, yeah, but that's different. So if you were like 5 a day conservatively, you know, and 7,
4 guys doing the 5.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a lot of money that they can make. So to not show up and shit, that pisses me off. Now, if you call me or you text me or you fucking emailing me or however it is we're supposed, but don't just not show up,
and don't make it a habit.
Yeah, don't let it happen again.
And then not only that, but as a lawn guy, I understand if I have excessive shit in my yard from my dogs. Excessive shit meaning more than like a day or two's worth of dog crap in the yard. You know what? Bad me, right?
Right.
But if I, let's say, for example, cleaned up the dog shit in the yard and then you came the next day or the day after, right? And there's like 3 or 4 piles of dog shit. It's not like they're, you know, all over the place. You know what I mean? So that fucking asshole on more than one occasion did not, because the one patch of grass on the side of my house, a lawnmower doesn't go there. You have to weed eat it, right? Okay. So to not weed eat it at all, because there was a pile of shit there. I'm not telling you to put your weed eater into the crap. Exactly.
That's common sense.
That's the point of a weed eater, is you have control of where you're cutting. Not that hard.
Yeah. And so that guy, he just
being an asshole.
Exactly. I agree.
He's an asshole.
But yeah, anyway, it was awkward as fuck.
Yeah.
So, but how's the yard look though, Bryce? Does it look good?
Looks like a rhinestone cowboy.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's good.
Glittering in the starlight.
It's like not even the first time that you've done that.
That's my favorite thing to do. Because no matter how often you do it, nobody expects it. Because they'll ask it for anything, and it doesn't make sense for anything. So it always catches them off guard. I like it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing in the world. Especially because some people will ask me stuff, and I'll just completely deadpan. Well, I feel like a rhinestone cowboy. And they don't know how to handle that. Because I don't indicate at all that I'm joking. Because I do feel like a rhinestone cowboy.
What's the proper response?
The proper response to like a rhinestone cowboy? Glad to hear it. Great man. Fucking, what the hell are you talking about? Anything. Most of the time, they're just like, oh. And O is not a response to anything. O is just oh, that's weird.
Especially like with a profoundly long period of silence.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, and I let it ride. I let that silence ride.
Well, I mean, I was waiting for you to talk about what you were telling me happened after the grass cut.
What happened after the grass cut? What are you talking about?
And you were gonna.
Oh my God, I forgot.
I know.
Yeah, after my grass got cut,
God,
we got off on a tangent. It's not my fault. So after my grass got cut, we destroyed some bug homes with some ants and shit.
Nice.
And now they've come to move into my house, and I don't like it. What kind of spray can I buy? Like the pumpy. I don't want to pay an exterminator. I want to do it myself.
No, don't pay an exterminator. In fact, there's a kind that you literally screw to your hose.
Really?
You
just water the lawn with it?
That's the last thing that I did.
Yeah.
A few months ago.
It's great, dude. It'll do fleas and mosquitoes and ants and all kind of shit.
I want to pour that in my abandoned neighbor's backyard pool. Because they have one of those, and not inflatable, but you know what I mean, like
above
ground pools. Mm-hmm. They just got a tarp over that shit, and I'm sorry, that tarp sunk in with the water, and I guarantee it's a fucking breeding hole for those.
Oh, dude, just go pour. Like if bleach. You really, just go pour a gallon of bleach into it.
I'm gonna do that because I'm not fucking with it. You know, it's just like, hey, this is an abandoned house. What am I gonna do? Kill somebody?
So chlorinated, regular chlorinated bleach, nothing fancy, $1 a bottle or whatever.
Yeah. 75 cents at Aldi's.
There you go, bro. No, that'll fucking kill everything in there. Actually, I've had that happen to me though, Bryce. We are in Florida and it's summer, so bugs are fucking massive. So your grass, I assume you had let it get super tall again.
You could hide a small child in it, yeah.
So think of like a Bug's Life, but Utopia version of that.
Zootopia version. So they're all like fun little happy caricatures of themselves dancing around like, oh, our life is great in here.
And then after the cut, it became like dystopian.
It's Armageddon.
Legend.
Exactly.
Like they all have eye patches now.
Every one of them has an eye patch.
And they wear like BDSM gear with spikes coming out of it
for some reason. Yeah, for some. And in fact, the dragonflies and stuff also wear that stuff. Nobody knows how they still fly. We don't question it.
Okay. Real quick, stupid fact. Then we got to go on to something else because we've been talking about lawn and shit for a long time. One really quick thing. Please. This is just a weird fact I know about dragonflies.
Oh, Jesus.
If you ever go to an area with a bunch of dead dragonflies, you get the fuck out. Because dragonflies are super, super sensitive to any form of toxin.
Mm-hmm.
So if they die, if you see like a bunch of dead dragonflies on the ground, that means the air is not safe to breathe.
Awesome.
So I have a fact. Mask.
I have a fact about dragonflies as well. Actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because my wife was afraid of them for a while, and I guess as a kid thought that they dropped balls on you, and I was like, no, I don't know how this is some memory your brain made up, not a thing.
Mm-hmm. And you found out.
And then she was talking about they bite, and so then upon some research, a dragonfly can bite you if you open their mouth and put your finger in there, because otherwise they can't physically open their mouth wide enough to grab your skin.
So that means she was torturing a dragonfly.
I knew they didn't bite,
and that's how she got bit.
Much.
No, I don't think any of that ever happened. I think it's just information she was told by some dumb redneck when she was growing up.
They drop balls on you and they'll bite you. You got to run away.
You got to watch out. Spike balls. I don't fucking know. You know how some of the dragonflies, they have like what look like two external gas tanks attached to their sides?
Maybe she was thinking the little stickers you can get in the grass.
I think so. Or the brown spiky ones that fall off whatever kind of tree.
Oh yeah, the trees. Yeah.
Not fucking associated with dragonflies. Anyway, honey, I love you. I think you're either watching now or will watch later. Not making fun of you.
Your secret is out. I now know to release 1,000 dragonflies in your lawn.
She what?
She commented the balls fall.
The balls.
The balls fall. Oh, honey, I love you. Anyway, move on. I think actually Jordan had a thing. Jordan, didn't you have a thing?
Jordan.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna talk about something else at the same time, but
yeah, I have something I really want to talk about too that kind of goes into it. But lead us in. Really, Bryce was supposed to talk about his lawn being hacked or something. I don't fucking know. Yeah, we tried to plan, guys, and this is what fucking happens. Okay.
This is why.
Look, man, I got no excuse.
I have an excuse. This is what you've come.
This is what we do every week. I don't know what you're expecting different. That's the excuse.
If you read the YouTube description this week, you have no one to blame but yourself. So
that's true.
Okay,
word for word.
It is. That's exactly what it says. You click this, you have no one to blame but yourself.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, hot mess.
Anyway, yeah, so, Jordan, what do you got going on, buddy?
Yeah, so really quick, I wanted to talk to you guys, especially since we're on Twitch now. And I watch a few different Twitch streamers. There's one by the name of Shroud, who is famous for playing PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
I have that on my phone. I've played it.
Yeah, the mobile version. Yeah. A lot of people like the mobile version. I don't.
If I had my Moga controller still, it'd be dope. But with the screen,
with the controller, I'd be happy.
It doesn't have controller support yet.
Really?
Stupid. Yeah.
That's stupid and dumb.
Apparently it will be, but it sucks. Anyway, so I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this. So it was either yesterday or the day before where he was streaming.
Yeah.
And he happened to get aided by a hacker, a person who was hacking the game. Flying vans and shit through the sky and transporting them from one area to another.
Whoa, wait. So, like, was the guy trying to fuck him up? Like, transporting him around and stuff?
Yeah, but not fuck him up. He was helping him.
So it's one of those situations where when someone comes at you with a flying van and they say, "Get in, loser, we're going looting," you get in the fucking van.
In the fucking van.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's what he did. And he was... Granted, he did get some kills with this guy's help because they were like making traps and shit, and he would kill.
So was he streaming this live?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dumbass. Continue.
I agree. So here's the thing: after that stream, he gets banned by the creator of the game, and
like a perma ban. They hit him with a hammer.
Not perma though. 30 days.
But 30 days for a streamer.
Is this all he streams?
That game.
Primarily, yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, because his numbers, if he does just random games in the meantime while he waits for his band to ride out, we're talking like an 80%
Hold on. I thought a lot of people watched Twitch streamers for the streamer. Is that actually not true? They're watching it for the game?
Well, it's a mixture. No. They'll watch it for the streamer. But that's why they're watching you play that specific game as opposed to someone else playing that specific
Understood. Game. Okay, so they still want to watch that game be played.
Yes. Right. A lot of these people, especially for like PUBG, Fortnite, League of Legends, people will go on Twitch and only watch those streams and not watch like they're called variety streamers. Those are the ones who'll play whatever, and they'll be like, all right, this week we're going to play this. And then they'll work on that game until they complete it and enjoys it. When a streamer who's like a one-trick pony does anything else, it's the same for speedrunning. If you speedrun a game and you get a bunch of following for speedrunning that game, the moment you switch to a different game to play casually or even to speedrun, a lot of times you'll have a drop in viewership unless you gain a following in that community. And it's just like gathering all these people from these different communities until you have a conglomerate of people who are chill enough to watch you do whatever.
Yeah.
But most people who
make even just sit there and talk, right? I mean, like some of these streamers never. Well, I think that's us right now. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in IRL. Yeah, that's us.
But,
you're welcome.
Yeah, so the reason why I wanted to talk about it, I didn't think you guys watched him. I don't watch him too much.
I've never watched him.
I've popped in and out, but I'm not a big PUBG guy, so.
The only Twitch streamer I've ever watched are either, because I prefer YouTube, honestly. I even prefer the
live stream
interface. I know. So there are a couple of people that I do watch that live stream on YouTube. I'm not a commenter guy, and I have YouTube Red, so like a lot of times I could turn it off, throw it in my back pocket, and continue
listen to
what I'm doing. Twitch doesn't let me do that the same way. It fucks up after a while, or it stops for some stupid reason. Maybe it's
when you turn off the screen, it turns off.
But I see the appeal because it's more interactive and whatnot. So but I've never watched really any Twitch streamers at all. I've watched you two, actually.
I was gonna say, you don't fucking say I'm one of your favorite Twitch streamers. I'm gonna kick you.
Yeah, I've watched the two of you actually. I've watched Bryce a couple of times. Sometimes the stuff you're doing, I'm like, I don't understand what you're doing, but it's cool anyway. And then I just try to comment to fuck with you.
Fair enough.
You do the same.
And then I do the same thing to Jordan, except for really I joined Jordan's to tell him to stop being invisible so I can join his PS4 chat.
That's funny.
That's the real reason why I joined.
But I wanted to get your opinion. So he got banned for 30 days for playing with a hacker, not actually being
hacking himself.
And I wanted to know if you think he should have been banned. And is 30 days reasonable? Should it have been more? Should it have been less?
Was it just the one game that this happened, or did he play with this guy more than once?
One match.
One match.
I mean, I think that a soft ban, yes. I think 30 days is a bit extreme. I think that they should have hit him with a week, which is still kind of harsh for him. Hit him with the week and give him the warning that whether you're cheating or not, participating, if you're popuar,
if you have influence over the community, if you play with that person, that means that you condone cheating as enabling
it. And the fact that you jumped in the van, I mean, look, I'd have jumped in the fucking van too.
100%. But I'd be like, a ridiculously hilarious game.
Yeah.
Also, though, it probably gave him really good ratings for that. And now this is something people are talking about, so that video is probably getting rewatches.
Oh yeah. I mean, it makes the rounds, but 30 days is still going to be a bigger hit than it is a game. No matter how much how much people talk about it, it's going to be a situation where he'll gain a bunch of followers from it, but he's going to lose subscribers because people aren't going to renew for a month. They can't watch you.
I agree.
I'm not a big fan of his, but I'm in the same line of thought as Patrick. 30 days, he should have been banned. I'm thinking 5 to 7 days would have been more appropriate since it was one match. He wasn't hacking. So up to a week would have been fine, but 30 days I think is a bit extreme.
Well, I mean,
the thing is he wasn't in a party with this guy. Like a in-game thing. It was he got matched with this person, or this person ran up to him and was like, get in the van, and then they rolled out. So it's one of those situations where I don't think other people would have gotten hit with the ban. For playing with them. I think it's the only reason why they banned him was specifically because of everyone watching it and he's so popular, so they could see it.
His stance should have been, what you're doing isn't right, headshot. And then, honestly, that probably would have got him mad props with that video game developer, if we're being honest.
I mean, PUBG's video game developer is kind of a dick.
He's an asshole.
He's a total asshole. Like, for so many reasons.
But you understand what I mean, right? Like,
yeah.
It's funny though how popular like PUBG itself is. And then didn't PUBG just drop their lawsuit completely against Fortnite against Epic? Because they had, and in fact they were trying to do it. Well, they were doing it in Korea where the rules themselves made it possible. I watched a really good video on where it explained the way that patent laws are so extremely new because the culture in Korea, for example, wasn't like that. It was the idea of patenting an idea is fucking foreign to them. That's a thing that the rest of the world does. It's something that their culture didn't do. Buddhism and whatnot, I guess, or whatever religion that is.
Okay.
It's like this cultural ingrained thing, right? Okay. So now that they have these patent laws, because you need it for business in the modern world, you just do. That's why they were having this legal battle in Korea, because it allowed for a window for them to possibly win. I don't know if it would have affected the rest of the world, though. Like, would it have only affected them there? Like,
I think it would have only affected them there. I think they could have gotten some money out of them, maybe in like some sort of settlement thing to where they could sell the rights for it in Korea. Like, this was purely just a fuck you. Honestly, it was, and I have a feeling that they realized the amount of money they could win off of it or earn, the maximum would be less than the legal fees that they would have to do to pursue it.
So they just insta dropped it. They didn't even keep it going. They
finally realized what they were doing was idiotic. Because I'm sorry, the concept of a battle royale, it's a genre. That's like if Dungeons and Dragons tried to sue anyone who did any form of pen and paper role playing. Even if it's a sci-fi setting with guns and lasers and you're fucking completely different rules, completely different monsters, nothing's the same. That's what PUBG was trying to do. They were trying to sue for a genre.
Pause.
Pausing.
Michael, I don't know if you're listening right now, but this video you sent me is friggin' hilarious, and I'll make sure to send it to them right now. Okay. He sent me one of these. First of all, it's Bryce's spirit animal,
the sloth,
and it is a sloth.
You damn right it is.
One of those videos. I don't know the guy who does it. Michael, if you're listening and you know the name of the guy that does
it's the guy who talks over the animal videos, and he's just like, this is the with the stuff, and this is the guy. Yes. And he has like that voice.
A quick mini. Hold on. Let me.
Very quick, because you disrupted everything for this. So it has to have a huge payoff.
Yeah.
Better be worth it.
Why does who hurt you, Teddy? What did the bad boy do, Teddy?
All right, here you go.
He broke your kidney crayons. As a reference to another thing that the guy did.
Two-toed sloth in that it has one more finger.
Yep. I know that video, and I know that guy. I fucking love that guy. That voiceover guy is amazing. He's the one who did the Cat Diaries videos.
Yes, or YEST is what Michael says. The name of this.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And he did Cat Video Diaries, where it was a cat, and it was just him like monologuing the diaries of this cat, like, today the humans did not fill my bowl to where the bottom could be no longer seen. There's only food on the edges. I will soon starve. Yeah. Like that whole thing. And also training the new kitten. It was like this whole food, cat food like campaign thing for the internet. I love that guy. That guy's great.
Oh man. Real quick, just to kind of steer us back. I'm so sorry. He sent it to me. He sent me a text. It said, "Hey, look, I do, and I think we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Surprisingly,
my excuse.
Yeah. But real quick, just to kind of steer us back to Jordy's thing there, I fully agree, though. I think it's bullshit. I don't think he should have been banned. I think that if it was anyone else, they wouldn't have been. However, he should have been aware of his position in the community, and he should have known better. And
I would have to agree.
You know, a soft 1 week ban and a warning, and then they could have fucking dropped the ban hammer on him hard if he allowed it to happen again.
Yeah, exactly. Well, my whole thing is like, give him the soft ban, or even say, hey, we're going to give you a verbal warning on this, but you have to say a statement. Like, hey, I don't condone cheating. This was a one-time. This is just a cool moment thing. I was just checking it out. I thought it would be funny for the stream, but in reality, it's toxic for the game and the community. So don't condone hacking. Don't do hacking. Don't hang out with hackers. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. Thanks. Yeah. And like, if they had him do that statement, and then, hey, if you do the statement, we won't ban you. If you don't do the statement, you can just take the hit, and we'll ban you for the month. If they're gonna do the 30-day, give him an opportunity to redeem himself and use his power for good. Don't just like drop the ban hammer to make an example out of him, because he could have become an ally in your fight against toxic bullshit.
Exactly.
If you just gave him the opportunity.
And honestly, I hate the game hacking world. I do. It makes me
it's like
annoyed.
Yeah. Hacking in games, especially competitive games, is basically just one big, like, I can't win normally. I also can't do anything normally. And so I'm going to ruin the experience for everyone else because I suck.
Exactly. I agree.
Not just as a person, but at this game in particular. I probably have never gotten a chicken dinner. I'm a loser.
That's true.
So moving, actually, I have a question. I actually have an announcement. Something that I think will surprise both of you. Patrick played Fortnite.
Wow.
Actually, this is something I said I would never do. I kind of don't like Battle Royale in general. In
Great
the PvP,
movie. I don't know why you wouldn't like Battle Royale.
In the PvP stuff me and Jordan have done in the past, honestly, the best I think I ever did was when we did the two, what was that one called? Where it was the two of us on a team in Destiny duos or
yeah, it was duos that's Fortnite, but it was
anyway,
it was a limited time.
It was Destiny multiplayer.
And it was cool and I liked it.
It was a Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we played together.
Play with your couple.
Hello. We kicked fucking ass, actually.
Yes,
we did. We did. It was disgusting. So now, so I played Fortnite, and I played because a couple of my good buddies, Michael, actually, who just hit us with the sloth bomb.
Right.
My buddy John, Sean, right?
Okay. Yeah.
They're all playing Fortnite. They're like, you should play. I'm like, I don't want to put the shit on my PlayStation, don't have enough room. They're like, what do you mean you don't have enough room? I'm like, I take a lot of Elite Dangerous screenshots.
You do.
So I do. So anyway.
Our Hangouts, it's littered with him just being like, hey, look, I'm in front of a planet. Hey, look, I'm in front of a different planet in a different angle. Hey, look, new ship. Hey, look, this one had 2 suns.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all day.
All day. Well, not all day. It's like once a week. I do have another one to send. I just haven't yet. Yeah. So without me, that chat would die. So anyway, yeah, I know, whatever. The game itself, I gotta say that I was not overly impressed. It crashed on my PC several times. It doesn't change no matter what you do with your graphics. It's always the same. My computer's like epic. I'm like, it looks normal. I was like, let me put it to low and see what low is. It's the same. Yeah. The graphics are fake.
It's all cartoony graphics, so it's not. They're not working with like super high res textures, and they're not trying to create some form of realism. So the cartoony graphics always look cartoony.
But
the HD just
increases
like draw distance and stuff.
It increases the load on your GPU though, as if it's a normal game, and you're increasing the graphics, which I found interesting. Anyway, nerd stuff right there, I guess. So I had a couple problems with the game. I mean, I kind of suck at it, you know.
Well, yeah, there's definitely a painful growing thing.
We played now on the computer with the mouse was nice. I was playing with 2 people, me on a PC, friend on a PC, and 2 people on PS4. The 2 people on PS4 though were anyway, it was fun. Michael, he's played a couple times. He got a couple of kills. First time I played, got like 2 kills the whole time. Our team ended up finishing second.
Nice.
And we only lost because we got comfortable, honestly. So we were doing good cohesively, but man, I have a problem seeing people.
Yeah.
Right. Like I said, the game crashes. It was just in general. I'm super confused why it's so popular.
Well, one, it's free. So when you have a free-to-play game that is similar to a paid game, a lot of people will flock to the free-to-play game because they don't want to pay for the other one. So the PUBG came out first, and that was a super popular game. Then Fortnite came out, and it's a battle royale game. It's it's a fucking alternative. It's a chance to try that style of game, and one of the things about it is its cartoonish style allows for memes to be built into the game, and it makes sense. So like a lot of the things you can do, there are different dances and emotes that are relevant to viral videos. So when you have a bunch of kids who love YouTube, now they can play a game where they can do the thing that's in their favorite YouTube video to style on someone they just teabagged and killed. All of a sudden, it's their favorite shit in the world. They all flock from Call of Duty and they start murdering each other in Fortnite instead.
But it's not kids, though. I mean, it is.
The primary of their fan base is kids. But I will state the other group is these people, these personalities who have emerged on Twitch, who have realized they can make a lot of money being competitive in Fortnite.
No, not even that. No. I mean, yeah, but no, that's not what I'm saying. Dude, I know at least 10 people that are 30 years old, if not 40 years old, that play this game. That they're
That's
not
because
on
the game's
Twitch.
big enough that they tried it, and then they're like, okay, cool, this was fun.
Yeah. I think it's kind of crap.
If it wasn't for the other two factors, that game wouldn't have been as big as it was, and it wouldn't have reached out to those 30-something-year-olds who only have a certain amount of time.
Well, no, because a lot of those people played PUBG. Dude, I don't think it has. Well, that's probably why it's beating out PUBG and making millions and millions and millions and millions.
It's because it's free to play, and instead you pay for like skins and emotes and stuff like that. And if you want a meme, you pay the $5. Yeah.
But people fucking like Battle Royale, and I hate it. I don't like it.
Well, Battle Royale games,
Battle Royale's cool if you do it right.
Yeah, and the thing about Battle Royale games is, one, there is a lot of interesting stories that come out of them. One of the big things about those games is you're looking for that 1 to 2 minutes of like this epic fucking crazy play that made you feel amazing and like a god that you can tell to other people and share that story. It's not about each individual match. It's about those moments within
We've seen that night, actually. I died. Sean died. Michael died. John was alive. John was just Rambo.
Yeah.
He must have took out 6 fucking people. And he just kept going. And it was amazing. I was like, you play this before? He's like, a couple times. I'm like, well, you're a piece of shit.
You're better than me. I don't like you.
Yeah. But anyway, in general, I played the game, and it was cool. I will say the hype for this game is fucking real. You guys see this stuff happening in real life?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the marketing team for this game is very good at what they do when it comes to integrating the cheapest and most efficient and effective means of spreading your game. And what that is one, Twitch, having people watch your game be played automatically turns into people joining the game.
It does. Yep. It does.
They've done a lot to enable and help Twitch streamers by giving them access to certain skins ahead of time before they release it for everyone else. Stuff like that allows people to, one, get hyped for the item so they want to buy it. And for two, it gets exposure for the fact that's coming out. It's free advertising all over the fucking place. And two, that form of advertising they're doing now with the events that take place in real life, it's a specific type of gaming. I can't remember what it's called.
Well, I mean, but some people might not know what we're talking about.
Well, okay, well, go over it.
Okay, so there was this rocket or missile in the game, right? And it's always been there. And they did this whole event where it was going to launch.
The last season. It's only for the last season.
So it's been there for the last season. It was going to launch, and it actually launched live in the game. If you were in there to see it, you got to watch it happen. Look it up on the internet if you want to see it. Fortnite rocket launch. A bunch of nonsense happened, and now there's like cracks in like reality almost.
Yep.
And like these portally doodads that are happening. And like, for example, in the game, there was, what was it, a burger? Disappeared, got swallowed by one of these
those portals.
And then the fucking thing shows up. Where did it show up? Like
it was in a desert somewhere.
In a desert somewhere. Yeah. So you drive up to the thing. They hand you a card that has like agent whatever and a phone number.
And this is a real life desert. This isn't a desert in the game. This is
an actual
the game world burger, which is it's an area called Burger Town. It's like a generic burger joint.
Mm-hmm.
Its mascot sign got eaten up by the portal, and then it pops up in the desert in real life. If you drive up to it and talk to the people, like you said, they give you a card and an agent number, and you call, and you get just a sound.
And then they used a spectro whatever fucking thing to analyze the sound, which turned out to be the location of the burger in the game. Yep. So they're fucking with your mind. And now llamas in the game from the game are showing up places and yada, yada, yada. Michael says LARPing, live action role play.
Well, so, I mean, there's a subset. I can understand why you would say LARPing. It's not actually LARPing because LARPing is traditionally it's traditionally like live action D&D shit, medieval. But
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing that.
I Renaissance fairs are LARP events.
Yeah.
And we've all gone to a Renaissance fair, I'm sure, and seen
cardboard.
And...
I want to do the cardboard sword and shield and like just start beating the shit out of each other with cardboard.
There's actually a community
of cardboard. Yeah.
Well, no, not even cardboard. Of making your own weapons out of PVC pipe.
PVC and tape and shit.
Yeah, and they actually have like teams, college teams, where they have clubs within these different colleges. Like Valencia has one, UCF has one, and they all go to events and they beat the shit out of each other. It's amazing. But there's a specific thing that this is called for the Fortnite stuff, where if you bring your game into the real life and you just present a mystery for the community to solve without any indication or anything, the community will explode with theories and thoughts, and there'll be threads all over Reddit and the internet just being like, hey, I checked this out. This is my thoughts on this. What if it's this? Oh, shit, we figured it out. All right. Oh, it's another clue. And then you follow the next clue and so on and so forth. When you do that, one, a billion people talk about your game for free. Two, there are news agencies who will be like, this is a big thing that started happening. That's fucking weird. Let's talk about it. And you'll get free news agencies talking about your game because they're like, there's a weird thing going on with this thing, and everyone's freaking out.
And I mean, honestly, before I even played it, a buddy of mine was showing me this stuff, and he's like, have you seen this? And I thought it was so interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And I looked up everything about it because it was such a cool idea, and I really appreciate
the thought.
Yeah, the thought of them doing it.
Plus, it's just really cool to be a part of a community and everyone, like, even if it happened before you learned about it, seeing the community figure it out, like just seeing the threads and the explanations and the theories. There are like 1.5 hour long videos going through all the different clues and stuff. You watch that stuff and you're like, this is really cool. And you feel like you were there.
No, you do, for sure.
And it's like you helped solve the mystery.
Especially those people that helped solve the mystery, or the people that called the number, or the people that were there watching the rocket launch. Anyway, it's super duper fucking cool. My opinion about the game, not just because I suck at it, because honestly, I suck less at most games after I play them for a few little bits.
Yeah, and that's a game that you really have to train your eye to be able to notice what's a danger.
But honestly, the game itself, I feel like is utter crap. But it's my opinion, you know. I enjoyed PUBG on my mobile phone more, which was weird. But whatever.
I would take elements from PUBG and elements of Fortnite and put them together to make the perfect battle royale game.
I don't know. Maybe because my screen is super high res and it's small, so the pixel density is tight. But I felt like I could see clear. I don't know.
It's more realistic.
Well, one of the problems is with Fortnite is the movements. Your eyes don't recognize certain movements as dangerous until after you've played and you've experienced the pain of, oh, that was someone about to shoot me.
Yeah.
Like 10 or 12 times. And then after that, all of a sudden you start noticing, wait a second, I saw a fraction of a second of blue over there. That means someone's building over there. Enemies this way, go this way instead.
There's also this fucking nonsense in that game where if you like crouch and hop and crouch and hop and crouch and hop, like I can't hit you, and it's super stupid. Anyway, guys, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I'm pretty sure we blew and blasted right through having a break. And
yeah, we have no break.
Yeah, and we're all the way. And honestly, we all had more stuff to talk about.
We literally talked about like 3 things this episode.
Yeah, I think that we need to just save all of this other stuff for next week. What do you think?
I would have to agree.
Okay.
If anyone stayed with us, thank you. We're sorry that we went really on. These topics ended up having a lot more to unpack than we expected. Usually we just say like 3 things.
For sure. Yeah, I thought that was going to be like a 15-20 minute thing.
No, but it's fine. It's fine, probably. But anyway, we definitely fucking nailed it as usual. We really appreciate you guys. Jordan's gonna fill us up real quick, I think.
Absolutely. So, of course, first and foremost, you're gonna want to find us on Facebook. Just search for PB&J podcast. Check out the live stream of this show right on YouTube. Just search for PB&J podcast. Twitch.tv/PB&J podcast.
Yeah, whoop.
Yep. Twitter @PB&J podcast, of course. And
yeah, it's always the letter N. I actually, in real life, had to say that to somebody. So it's PB the letter NJ podcast.
Yes.
But yeah, you guys got anything closing? Nothing.
Nailed it.
Oh man, we nailed it for sure.
Yeah, sure the fuck did. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Bye.
That was interesting.
That was nice.
That was
suddenly an hour.
Wasn't it?
That flew.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's because we were enjoying ourselves. So for our live streams, I don't know if your Twitch is still going, but our YouTube's is still going. I'm really sorry because usually we do for you guys very specifically.
Special something.
Yeah, special little something. Yeah. So I'm sure try to get that in next time.
Yeah, we didn't
just know you have our love. Break.
Yeah.
And this right here, the audio version isn't getting this part. This little special ending. We're sorry. You get extra apologies.
You do.
Hashtag benefits.
Hashtag benefits. Anyway,
you can be our viewers with benefits.
You guys are our viewers with benefits.
Hey.
But we really appreciate you too. And you're the same people. So
love you. Bye.
Later.